Hello my gorgeous Virgo, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's in between the 18th and the 24th of July 2022. At the beginning of this week, you will know exactly what do you need to do, because something is going to be on your mind full time. Something is going to be on your mind full on. You will know which aspect of your life it's making you feel so unhappy. You will know which aspect of your life it's making you feel so sad, and you will know what aspect of your life it's making you feel really negative, because this is not the first time that this has happened. It's just going to be like a highlighted, like there is no tomorrow. And in fact, over the last 10 to 11 months, I think that you were quite aware of a lot which aspects of your life are slowly really making you feel really uncomfortable and uneasy because they came to an end. But maybe you were just kind of worrying, leaving your own comfort zone in order to make the step towards the necessary direction. So at the beginning of this week, this is going to be on your mind quite a lot. You will know exactly what's making you unhappy, and you will know exactly what steps do you need to do. So this is really important indeed. But at the same time, you just need to remember that you have to talk, you have to communicate, you have to put your foot down, you have to express yourself as much as you possibly can with every single aspect of your life, not only at the beginning of this week but throughout this week, because this week it's also bringing you the actual challenge where you are going to be facing some people that are very strong within their own energy, and when people are very strong within their own energy, they don't have to be necessarily bad or negative, but they drain our energy to the point where we respond the way they want us to respond. So there are a lot of them going to be around, with a quite heavy energy throughout this week. So this is what you need to understand. You just always have to kind of center yourself. You have to ground yourself. You just have to keep going and stay true to yourself. Stay committed to your own tasks at hand, and also stay focused as much as you can. And the only way to stay focused is to really do things that you internally feel about. And especially when it comes to your plans, it is important to stick to your plans so much as you possibly can. So this is what these people with a very heavy energy can actually do as well. As I say, they don't have to be necessarily negative, but it's just like kind of you're going to come across people who are going to maybe make you feel like you need to question certain things about yourself. Maybe you are too adventurous, maybe you are too open-minded. It doesn't really matter. What you need to remember, my gorgeous Virgolini, that now more than ever, the direct communication is very important. And also, you're going to come across some people who are you appreciate, they're quite sensitive. There is going to be certain sensitivity to them as well. And this can affect us in us not acting the way we should act. You don't have to be stroppy. You don't have to be like, oh my God, like anxious or anything like that. It's just about putting your point across. And if you're worrying that you're going to kind of make someone maybe angry, or you're going to kind of hurt someone, then, this is what it needs to be done. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's their problem. It's not your problem, you see. So just remember this. It's the problem to do with them, but it's not to do with you. But it's affecting you, your vibration, and your energy, because ultimately it can affect your way of thinking. So the direct communication is really important indeed. On another hand, the beginning of the week, it's really bringing you quite, oh God, an unexpected situation here, and you're not going to like this unexpected situation, because it's gonna really surprise you. It's gonna happen out of the blue. It is not going to be that good, but it's gonna end up good, just wait, I'll tell you. So this is not gonna be really good. It's really gonna surprise you. It's gonna throw you out of the balance, and almost immediately you're not gonna feel good about it, because you will know that you're gonna have to make the certain changes in your life, and you're the only one, my gorgeous Virgolini, who can make these changes whatsoever. And this is why you're gonna feel, oh my God, this is going to require from you to act almost immediately. But then at that moment in time, there is an idea. There is only couple of days after that, there is a very interesting idea that you're going to have. And this idea that you're going to have, it's going to happen. It's going to it's going to begin. It's going to happen for the first time in your life. Some kind of idea that you've never had before, it's actually going to come up. So on one hand, that negative situation, it's actually going to work really beneficially for you, because it's going to help you to remove yourself from the part of life that no longer serve you. And as soon as you do this, you will feel, you're going to feel so much lighter, you're going to feel so much more optimistic, and you will naturally know that you're doing the right thing. And at the same time, somebody who is in your life, it's like going to have a really important conversation with you. Somebody who is in your life, somebody who means to you so much, like maybe your best friend or like a really great family member. There is going to be such an important conversation that you're going to have with that person, and this is going to mean to you so much, because also lately, maybe within the last few months, you kind of drifted apart just a little bit. So this is going to kind of on one hand reconnect you, but most importantly, that conversation that you're going to have, it's really kind of going to make you aware of the certain aspect. It's going to give you certain idea, and then after that moment in time, there is a vision that you're going to have, really important vision, and it's all going to come from this significant person in your life. And you know what that vision is going to be, of how exactly you want your life to be. But at the same time, you are going to plant a really important spiritual seed without even knowing. You're going to give a birth to the actual creation without even knowing. So for the next 7 months, things are going to be so quite a lot around what this vision is actually going to be. And you know what else this vision is going to be? This is why people in our lives are so important. We are all playing such a huge role in each other's life. You know what else you're going to get through this person? You're going to realize, something that was draining your energy, something that was worrying you, something that was making you feel so depressed, something that was making you feel so sad, being stuck in the moment for way too long, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right time. Through that person, you're going to open your eyes. This person is going to be also primarily responsible not only for you having a vision, but you're also going to open your eyes about your power. You need this rejuvenation, you need this refreshment, this refreshing energy in your life, indeed, because it's going to ultimately bring you the whole fresh perspective, of course. But on another hand, what am I trying to say here? That through that person, you're going to realize, that something that you have been worrying about and suffering about almost for the last year, all along you had the answer within. All along it was inside here. All along you were the one who could do something about it. But it's all about this golden moment, realizing this. At that moment in time, you're going to cut off this really bad karma, and at that moment in time, you're going to set yourself spiritually free, because you will know that this element that was worrying you so much and preventing you to be yourself, almost like your hands were like tied at the back like this, you were doing this and doing that, but now you're gonna set yourself free after this moment in time. Of course that this is brilliant. So by the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's just like basically, you are gonna be finding yourself, planning quite a lot at the beginning stages of a very important plan. But this plan, it's also going to be connected to the sacred gift, something that is so special to you, something that you're so kind of really good at, something that means to you so much, but it's to do with a sacred gift. So it's to do with like an element of you that mean to you quite a lot. That element of you, like a sacred gift, it's also going to be playing a giant role here when it comes to like really know what to do when you find yourself at the beginning stages of this plan that I'm talking about when it comes to your future. What is also even more important to remember, that a lot is going to be going on, quite a lot lot throughout this week. And the more you take on, the more kind of things you juggle, the more you're gonna make out of it. So the more responsibilities you take on throughout this week, the more you're gonna get out of it. The more busy you keep yourself throughout this week, the more successful you are going to be in so many different ways indeed. So it's time to take as many things as you can on, and you will see naturally what belongs to you, what is going to be the part of your future, and what you should cut out right now. And also at the same time, you are basically, when I say that you're going to have this plan, you're going to be at the beginning stages of the certain plan, but this is to do with your sacred gift. This is going to mean to you so much. And also when I say sacred gift, it's the things that are so unique to us as well, something that means to us so much. But when we are doing this, we just love expressing ourselves with. It's to do with who you are, with your spirit and with your soul purpose. So it's undeniable. You cannot ignore these things in your life if you're spiritual for too long, because you're only affecting yourself by slowing yourself down and not doing things that you should be doing at this moment in your life. So you're also kind of gonna, you're gonna be at the beginning stages of this plan, but at the same time, what is gonna happen also is the actual strength that you are going to gain out of it. You are gonna find yourself at around the midweek facing a certain task. What you are doing, you're going to be facing a certain task, like whether this is going to be your job, whether you're going to be whether the part of your job is reading something, writing something, making something, whatever your job is, whatever you're doing, whatever you're going to find yourself doing. For example, this is so important to understand, because at that moment you're going to create a very special energy, because you will be doing something that you really love as well, that you really like, and that energy, it's going to be very special, but it's going to be a little bit different, and something is going to come to you completely. Something is going to come to you, some kind of realization. And this realization is also going to make you aware of how much do you want to actually make change, and how much are you waiting for this particular change to come. But this is all going to be highlighted here, which is going to be followed by a very, very important message, which is really going to be, it's going to mean to you so much, because after that moment in time, you will know that that message is going to be so important, because it's going to identify the fact that the things that are really start moving on. And this is going to surprise you so much, because it's to do with the movement, but also it's at the same time to do with the moment where you're going to realize, oh my God, the decision that I've been waiting for such a long time, I am going to be able to make it. I've been waiting for this decision for such a long time. I know that my life is going to be so much happier after. So of course that this is going to be so important. By the time you get to the last part of this week, it's like really, another achievement here, very important information here, very important message when it comes to your own achievement. But this is specifically what you have been working on over the last few months, over the last year, or over the last few months. Something very specific that you have been working on. It's going to surprise you in terms of the actual achievement. So that moment in time, this is going to be brilliant. It's going to be a good surprise, but you will know that this is also going to make you aware of an importance of recognizing which priorities actually changed at this moment in time. And as soon as that happens, you will be thinking, what next am I going to do? So this is brilliant, because it's going to be the time of when you're going to feel so inspired, you're going to feel very emotional, and also you're going to realize that emotionally you changed in the best possible way, especially when it comes to your emotional maturity, because you will also know that this surprise achievement that you are going to have, it was born at a moment when you were so emotionally mature, because you responded to the specific situation the way you wanted to respond, and you surprised quite a few people. But then again, at the same time, this is going to be the direct outcome and realization of your own emotional maturity indeed. So it's all about your strength, your understanding that this is the time when you are also going to start centering yourself, and also, it's the time of the change. But also the last part of this week is going to bring you, my gorgeous Virgolini. It's like a really kind of like an unexpected situation. So two unexpected situations, my God. So the first unexpected situation was like a dark lala, not really good one, the first one, but it ended ended up being really good, because sometimes we are just pushed, towards the actual change that we feel adamant to make, because maybe we don't want to leave the comfort zone. But sometimes we do need to leave the comfort zone. Sometimes we do need to kind of make the necessary step towards the unknown. Sometimes we do need to make a risk, because otherwise we just stay too stagnant in our lives. So this other situation, which is going to surprise you completely at the end of the week, this is going to be a brilliant one. This is fantastic, because at the end of the week, the last thing that is going to happen, you are going to find yourself like somewhere completely unplanned. This is going to be completely unplanned, surrounded by the people that everything completely unplanned, which is going to put you in a certain mode where you're going to feel like a little bit unprepared, and something really strange, like really bizarre, really unusual is going to happen out of the blue, and it is going to surprise you like, oh my God. But at the same time, it's going to require from you to respond immediately. You need to understand, if you do not respond to the situation immediately, then it is not going to be the right response. That's number one. And number two, as soon as you respond to this situation immediately, another interesting thing is going to be that you're going to find yourself responding in a completely different way to what you would normally respond, and you're going to surprise yourself. But this is absolutely brilliant, because it's the best possible response that you could actually have. Through that response, you're also going to realize some kindred spirits around you, really beautiful and good people around you. But at the same time, you're also going to realize that you are about to make an absolutely mind-blowing step when it comes to your future. And if you didn't go through all this, you wouldn't have a bravery and you wouldn't have a courage. So this is going to be brilliant, because the next 3 months after this moment in time are going to be absolutely mind-blowing, my gorgeous Virgolini. Indeed, on one, it's to do with knowing exactly how are things going to unfold in your life over the next 3 months, and the direction, the mind-blowing direction your life is about to take. And this is going to show you like the part of your life that came to an end. I'm sorry, this is going to make you feel a little bit sad, because that in itself is going to make you aware of the part of your life that you need to leave behind. And it's just like maybe something that you wanted to achieve, something you wanted to happen, and it's going to make you feel a bit sad. But you know what, tough luck, it doesn't matter. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you're going to be able to move on, my gorgeous Virgolinis. This is important indeed. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you're going to feel this mind-blowing determination I'm talking about. My gorgeous Virgolini, I really hope you understand what am I saying. It's entirely down to you. No one in this world knows better what you want. Nobody in this world knows better what you need. This is to do with an important part of your life, an important aspect of your life that you know that you need to find yourself at, because this is missing big time. This element, this part is who you are, and the sooner you get there, the happier you are going to be indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.